Graham Bloxham for Wellington Live, down here with Ayesha Verrell. Thank you for seeing us at very short notice. I tell you, Barbara Edmonds, MP out in Porirua, Mana, replied to a message after I saw Chris's, what's he called now? The
Leader of the Opposition.
Leader of the Opposition. His narrative and energy is just full on. It is unbelievable what is happening in Wellington. It's shocking. It's the anxiety that's being caused. There seems to be no emotion.
Yeah, it is shocking. Yesterday we had 3,000 people losing their job in the public service in Wellington, and while the numbers were starting to become numb to the numbers, it's hard to, you've got to remember that 3,000 people have lost their jobs, need to rearrange their families, think about the mortgage. It's a really tough time for this city.
Why is there no emotion? Why is it just bang, bang, bang? Where's the support?
Yeah, look, this government put a reckless tax plan together that meant that they had to take an axe to the public service in order to deliver on their promises. They were foolhardy to make. We called them out on it before the election, but they're going ahead nonetheless, and they don't care what they hurt.
They must have some emotion. They are people. They are politicians and people. They must have some connection to the pain that is being caused. We are hearing of people who now have to move out of their homes, who will default on the mortgage. Where is the acceptance and understanding of that?
I'm not seeing any sign of responsibility for the impact this is having on the good people working for the public service in Wellington and around the country, or on the services that some of our most vulnerable people depend on. For example, the cuts to oranga tamariki and to education, they're going to hit children the hardest. But when you ask the ministers questions about these things, they'll only talk about their practiced and polished lines about how spending is out of control. And I got to say that is an absolute lie. What they are saying, what they have manufactured a crisis because they wanted to give tax cuts, and they made reckless promises before the election.
Who do we talk to about this? Who do we call out? We're in Wellington. We're in the capital city. We're talking about communities that are going to their kids can't go to school, they can't eat. We won't be able to go and get our electric cars. Who do we call out on this?
Look, I think the responsibility lies with the government. That's Christopher Luxon. It's Nicola Willis who put together a fiscal plan that does not add up. And she's also Minister of the Public Service. She's driven these cuts.
Nicola, where are you? These are families, these are people, these are jobs and careers. Would you like to call Nicola out?
Well, Nicola Willis knows that we've had questions as an opposition to ask about these cuts. We have not seen the type of accountability that we want for such massive changes to our public service. We've seen ministers hide from accountability. They've described the changes as operational and kept them at arm's length, and have shown that they have not engaged on serious thinking about the impact that these cuts will have on services that New Zealanders deserve and depend on.
Is this just the start?
Well, look, this had better be the end, actually, because these are 3,000 jobs already up for removal, and that's not a way in which we can run sustainable services that the New Zealand public depend on. So we continue with unions here and across the country to fight these changes.
Thank you, and thank you for turning up. That was Graham Bloxham from Wellington Live, down here in Parliament on a lovely sunny day, but I tell you, there is a murky undertone in this town, and we are going to focus, so look down below on things you can do for anxiety, to measure anxiety, to get support and deal with this as a community.